Well, does your grocery bill seem higher these days? It's not just your imagination. Grocery prices have increased, we all know, rapidly since 2020. And while we saw some relief last year, a dozen eggs apparently still can average around $8. Joining us now is Trey Bodge, smart shopping expert at TrueTrae.com, and some tips on how to save at your grocery bill. Now, you think this discussion is timely to have right now. Why is that?
I do. So as we're, of course, heading into Easter, if you celebrate, you'll probably notice that the egg prices are really high, chocolate prices are really high. You know, as you implied, we thought we were getting a little bit of a break in 2024, but now we're seeing those prices tick up again. So I think it's so important to talk about.
And you talk about going into Easter. What's the plan of attack in terms of trying to maybe save a few dollars, looking for some deals?
Yeah, you definitely want to change your game plan for Easter. I would avoid eggs and maybe do plastic eggs and do a hunt with that, just because eggs are, like you said, up as high as $8 in certain areas around the country. But a couple things here, you know, if there are things that you're buying regularly, consider buying them in bulk if you have a wholesale club membership at, say, Sam's Club or Costco. Another thing to consider are lower cost retailers. You may not know this, but say your local Dollar General has over 2,000 items at only $1. They have brand names that you know. They have award-winning store brands as well. And over 6,500 locations, they have fresh produce. So that's a great approach as well. Just divide and conquer a little bit. Shop at a couple of different places so you can get the best prices overall.
And you're also looking forward, as you always do, when it comes to tariffs and how this could impact the whole grocery buying market. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I am hearing that tariffs will impact groceries between 2 and 3.5% roughly. Of course, it's a little bit of a roller coaster right now, so we don't know. So I do think it's important to talk about this and think about some strategies that we can make to do better in our grocery shopping. So one of my favorite categories actually are apps. A lot of people don't use them yet when they're shopping for groceries, and so make sure to download the apps of the grocery stores where you shop, because you can get exclusive discounts. You can earn points towards free food. That's one. And then also there's one that I wanted to tell you about called Flash Food, which partners with grocers around the country to help them move through their items that are perhaps in surplus or nearing their best by date. You can save up to 50% just by shopping with the Flash Food app. And then lastly, consider shopping online, because you can do a little bit better with your price comparing on your computer or on your phone. And then using a deal site like Coupon Cabin, they have discounts for grocery delivery services like Instacart and Fresh Direct. So those are ways that you can help save yourself some money on that grocery bill moving forward, tariffs or not.
I heard you talk about Dollar General and other stores like that, but also, and we've mentioned this, just doing store brands. Do you recommend that?
I do. So I've been talking about store brands for a long time. And I remember when I was a kid, the store brand was in that black and white packaging, and there was a certain stigma to it. Store brands have come a long way. The packaging looks great, so there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Store brands are always cheaper, but you always want to make sure that you want to compare the ingredients to your favorite brand name, because sometimes you'll find they're identical line by line, but then sometimes you might find some unnecessarily fillers and preservatives. And in that case, you want to not do the store brand. But otherwise, if you see that equal ingredient list, go for the store brand. It will be cheaper.
Yeah, and sometimes it tastes the same as the main brand. So
exactly.
Well, smart shopping expert Trey Bodge, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Angela.